Hey everyone, I'm back and today we're going to be talking about Superman, the movie. And this movie came out in 1978 and is directed by Richard Donner and it stars Christopher Reeves and it's one of the very first superhero movies ever made. And I had a great time with this movie, and what I really loved about it is the tone of the film. And the tone is sometimes dark, mostly in the first hour of the film, and you don't really see Superman in the Superman costume until 45 minutes in, and he doesn't really do anything at that point, and he doesn't do anything that would categorize him as a superhero. Like, he doesn't fly around really until like an hour through the movie. That's where some action actually happens, and he saves Lois Lane. And the tone is really nice and playful once we get to Metropolis, and I love it a lot. And I'm not saying this movie never gets dark at points after that point, and when it does, it definitely works, and it's successful. And I really loved the characters in the film. I thought they were very likable and fun to watch, and I like the relationship between Clark Kent and Lois Lane. I think it's really funny, and Clark Kent just plays a really socially awkward guy, and behind the glasses he's Superman, and his Superman persona is like really confident and willing to do anything to help people, and that's what I like a lot. And Christopher Reeve, he is Superman to me, and I thought he did a really great job in this movie. And everyone else was great in it too. And my favorite character in the whole movie would be Lex Luthor and his sidekick. And I thought their dynamic was just so funny. And there's a scene in this movie where his buddy was like supposed to put in a code for a missile. And there were 4 separate codes, and he wrote the codes on his arm so he could remember them. And I forget what the first 2 numbers were, but he got to the third one. It was 117. And Lex Luthor's like, what about the 4th number? What 4th number? It was supposed to be, the last 2 numbers, it was supposed to be 11 and then 07. I was like, oh, I just put 117 because my arm wasn't long enough. I'll show you a long arm. And that was one of my favorite scenes in the movie. And the comedy in this movie is just really funny to me. And that's what I really like about it. And the action is fun when it does happen. And the drama in the film, that always works for me. And I really do enjoy the first 30 minutes of the movie a lot. This movie doesn't waste a whole lot of time. If I were to have any complaints with it, I would say that somewhere between the first 30 minutes and 20 minutes after that point, I just felt as though that chunk of the movie was really boring, and I wasn't into it really at all. Simply because there was just nothing new being presented to me, and I wasn't really in love with the tone anymore, because it was like, okay, we're just doing this. How much longer until we see Superman in the movie? Eventually he does show up, but I do feel as though this movie is a bit too long for what it is. I wished it was just 2 hours long and not just under 2.5 hours. I feel as though if this movie were shorter, it would improve it. Of course, everyone kind of says this. There's like some cheesy nonsense that happens towards the end. I'm not going to say what it is, just in case you haven't seen it, but I don't like that part about the movie. And the special effects, for the time, they look impressive, but they are kind of dated now. And I am aware that this movie is kind of a product of its time, and it's less distracting and more just like, oh, that's like back then, this is probably like the best that they could do at the time, and it's always fun from that perspective. And the music in the movie was great. John Williams' score, and I could just listen to that theme all day, like the Superman theme. But not just that, but like all of the music in the movie I thought was great. There were some nice side characters in the movie that added to the film quite a bit, and that's really the most that I get out of it, is that it's a really fun superhero movie, and I love the tone of the film. It's always successful in what it tries to do for the most part, and I love the characters, and there's just not really much else to say about it. It's a fun movie. Go check it out. And I will happily revisit this movie many times because I love this movie and it was a lot of fun. So go check it out if you haven't already. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Superman the movie an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Superman the movie, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Back to the Future Part 2. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.